Hello and welcome to today's crypto update video where I take a look at some of my favorite projects just to check out the progress, how they've been doing, how's the price doing. And mostly I'm going to be talking about Nsure network. I'm going to be talking about DMScript, Keep3rV1 and also Kusama. So let's get straight in here. So with Nsure network, which is currently trading at 67.2 cents, again, I have done a review video on Nsure network, not only on the project, but also on how you can actually stake. And what's unique about this project, I'm going to summarize it in this video too, is that you can leverage stake up to 4x your balance. So say if you, for example, you buy 10,000 tokens, you can leverage stake 40,000 tokens, which means that you can stake your full balance on 4 different pools. So don't think of it as in you can stake 40,000 in one pool. No, you can stake 10,000 in one pool, but you can spread it across 4 different pools, or you can even spread that to 8 different pools of 5,000 each, for example. So that's pretty unique and pretty awesome. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see more projects do the same. But what's interesting about Nsure is apart from the fact that they've got a low circulating supply here, again, this is an updated, they're actually just over 6 million on CoinGecko. CoinMarketCap are always slower at updating the circulating supply, is that they've got this Nsure underwriting program, which is basically taking place every 14 days or so, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 11, but I think it could be 14 days. So basically what they do is they take a snapshot of the tokens that are being staked as liquidity on these different pools, right, in order to offer liquidity pretty much, right? So what they do then is once they take that snapshot, they then qualify you for the rewards. So what usually happens is around the time, usually just like 1 or 2 days before they take the snapshot, the price tends to pump. And we've seen the price, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it did dump to like 58-59 cents for a while. And then of course, just before the announcement, which was actually on the 2nd of December, this was yesterday, they've announced that the Nsure underwriter program is coming back on again. The second epoch, which is the second snapshot, that is starting on the 2nd of December at 11 a.m. UTC. So that caused the pump in price. They actually took the price to over 73 cents. I remember seeing that yesterday. Of course, it pulled back today, and now it's coming back up. I think it was as low as 62 cents. So it just shows you the power of actually taking advantage of these moments in order to trade Nsure. If you're a trader or if you flip, you don't have to, like, if you're a trader, you have, you know, rules in place, you have stop limits and things like that, but you can't really do that with Nsure because they're not listed on any big exchanges. So your best bet is pretty much Uniswap and BitMax, where most of the liquidity is, and pretty much flipping it, right? Like when you see the price do well, you sell, then you wait for the pullback, you get back in and things like that. But if you're a hodler, you don't care about that, so you just wanna pretty much stake. So people stake, people hype just before this staking period. So again, like I said, we may be seeing more pullbacks because their marketing is not too good. Unfortunately, their marketing still has a lot of work to be done on, because you just see like they've had an update here on the 19th of November. The second was in the 29th, so it took them quite a long time to actually give us some updates. And again, just to reiterate, Nsure are funded by the Web3 Foundation, so that's why I'm so bullish on them, and they're going to be launching in 2021. So until then, we're going to be seeing these kind of price swings. We'll likely see the price stay below $1, even with these leverage staking features here, because the payout is quite high, so people are likely sell those profits. I mean, we had 1340% API here in the past 2 weeks. So that's it about Nsure. Let's move on and talk about DMScript next. Now DMScript is trading at 4.6 cents here, up a little bit, but it's very volatile. I mean, even as I'm looking at this price now, anything could happen within a couple of seconds. I've seen it at 5 cents today, and then it absolutely dumped. If you check the chart, it was 5 cents and then it dumped significantly to like 4.3 cents on DexTools. So again, with the price on DMScript, it's very volatile, and the thing is with them is that they've taken a snapshot on the 1st of December for that DMUSD airdrop that's going to take place in January. So people that have less than 50,000 DMScript are not really motivated to hold it because they're not going to get any DMUSD. So if they had, say, 48,000, 46,000, or just 49k, for example, just before the snapshot, and they were basically in it while the snapshot took place, if they see a pump in price, of course they're gonna sell, right? There's no motivation. There may even be people that have 100,000 or more that may sell, simply because they see a pump in price, they see the opportunity, and they're taking that opportunity, waiting for the pullback, just because it's been so sideways for so long. I mean, it's been trading around this range between 4 cents and 5 cents for quite some time. We haven't seen a major push to the upside for quite some time for DMScript. They've had that NASDAQ announcement. Now there's going to be an exchange listing. Also, the DMST's token liquidity is going to be locked to in DMScript for 6 months. That's what they're saying here in this tweet. We had this video from Crypto where she was explaining it, and again, Crypto has a huge Twitter following, like over 64,000 people, so that had quite a lot of visibility too. But this is the big one here. So this DMScript's December, so what they've got coming for December is what I'm personally bullish on as a holder of DMScript too. So listing DMST on a new tier 2 centralized exchange. And I have actually looked at a list of possible exchange listings, and from tier 2 you could have ones like Huobi Global, you could have KuCoin, you could have BitMEX as well. Now BitMax is not the same as BitMEX. BitMEX is a little bit bigger. BitMax has done a lot of onboarding recently, but they're considered a tier 3 exchange. I'm not sure if they've gone up in ranks recently, as we've seen some of these projects building on Polkadot or on Substrate getting listed on BitMax as an ERC20 token before creating that native token on Polkadot. But it could be BitMax too, right? There's nothing holding them back, right? They're already on Probit, by the way, of course on Uniswap, which is where most of the volume is happening. But if we see them on KuCoin, or if we see them on Huobi Global, that would be the really big one for DMScript. That's gonna take the price higher. I'm very confident that if they list on Huobi or KuCoin, we're no longer going to see 6 cents or 7 cents. It's probably going to break past that, at least at the beginning, right? Then we're likely to see a pullback, but I don't think we're going to see 4 cents again once they're listed on one of these bigger exchanges. I just don't see a reason, because considering their supply, I mean, it's 30 something million in circulation. I just don't think so, right? And staking is yet to happen too. Also, they're launching the UBreezy demo. They're partnering with some major companies. They've got that Nike collaboration too. Also, Mercedes have funded them. They're entering the Asian market. So there's quite a lot of stuff coming for them, right? And I am bullish, like personally. And this is the NASDAQ announcement that they've made. I did say this before, that there's going to be a NASDAQ announcement. But this is pretty much where they were showing up here. And again, it's a bit, I'm a bit sad with this announcement, because I guess if they would have said something like the word blockchain or crypto here, then it would have probably attracted more attention to guys like Cointelegraph, which is the biggest news website from crypto. And then that would attract the attention of bigger exchanges possibly, right? Because they'd be like, okay, well, these guys have listed on NASDAQ, as an advertisement. They're working with esports. They've got something coming up. So let's list them, right? Because I mean, at the end of the day, Binance lists whoever they want, right? They've listed all these food tokens for a while too. So why not DMScript? So I think that would have given them a bit of an edge if they would have done that personally, but you never know, right? It's just a speculation. Now to move on here and talk about Kusama, which is another one. Let me go back here. Okay, Kusama. So Kusama has broken the resistance that was around 38 bucks. Then the next one was around 48, 50 bucks. Now it's gotten to, it even touched like 60 something. It went to like 64, I think. Yesterday. Now it's got a bit of a pullback, as we can see here, 59. And what's cool about CoinMarketCap now is that it updates the price in real time on average across all the different exchanges, so you don't need to refresh the pages each time, which is much better. Now we can see here this massive pump that it had, right? It went to 64. So yeah, pretty good from Kusama. And again, with Kusama, we're still waiting on the parachain auctions, right? You got to remember that. So my personal speculation on this price pump is that the insiders know that the parachain auctions are going to happen soon, or the people that are working closely with Kusama, the ones that want to launch those parachains and are waiting for the auctions, they're likely know about it, so they're buying now while they can, because they do believe that the price is going to grow. And I too believe the price is going to pump. I would expect Kusama to probably get to over 100 bucks once the parachain auctions are kicking off. Maybe not with the first one, but maybe with the second or third. Just because of the FOMO, people are going to be buying those Kusama in order to lock up their KSM for up to 2 years to vote for those parachains in order to get their tokens. Now, just to reiterate, I've mentioned this in previous videos, but in case you haven't watched it already, you will only be getting that specific token that is part of the parachain in batches, right? You're not gonna get it straight away. You're not gonna be locking your Kusama for up to 2 years and then getting paid the full batch that you're entitled to of that specific token because you've helped them bond. No, you're gonna get that in batches. That way they're going to avoid price dumps from people that are speculating, from people that don't care about the lock Kusama for 2 years and they just want to get the bag. They want to dump it in the market and get the profit. No, that's not how it works. So hence why I think that Karura has a really good shot. Karura are part of Akala network. So Karura have a shot of doing really well price-wise just because of that, right? They're not gonna be dumping. We've seen that with Staffy. You've got Staffy as an example, staking finance. If you look at that, when that got listed on BitMax, they had a lock drop method. They weren't a parachain, but they had a lock drop on Ethereum, which meant that you had to actually lock, when you are taking place part of that token sale, you had to lock your Staffy for a certain period of time before you could get it rewarded to you, right? You didn't get it. They didn't want you to spread these emissions of FIS tokens all at once to prevent the dumping from happening. So hence why I think that it's going to be the same with Karura and other ones too. They're going to launch. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And again, with Kusama, some people may think the price is high at the moment, right? But you got to keep in mind that their inflation is only 10% per year. Okay, that's for stakers and validators. So it's not so much if you think about it, only 10% per year considering their total supply. Sure, it may impact the price, but we got to keep in mind the parachain auctions. So the parachain auctions will very likely determine the potential of Kusama. So if the price doesn't go hard, doesn't go high, doesn't break $100, then Kusama may possibly struggle, but it could be anything that could trigger it, right? There's no saying that there can be some big update for Kusama or some major project building on Kusama that could attract a lot of investors, therefore pump the price. So yeah, I do think that they have huge potential. And finally, let's take a look at Keep3rV1, and Keep3r is absolutely crazy. I mean, Andre's project has just pumped like crazy. I've spoken about this at the beginning when they first launched it. It was trading at $180. It had a huge pullback. No, it had a huge pump actually to 380. Then it had a huge pullback to $85 on Binance, and then it was just taken off and kept going higher and higher. And I was pretty sad at 85 because I thought, okay, the price is going to keep dumping. I thought it's going to get to $50. At the end of the day, Andre is known to, you know, have passion for a project for a certain period of time, and then he might just leave it. So yeah, that is a bit concerning from my side, and that's why I got a bit concerned personally when I saw the price dump. But it just shows you, right, there's a lot of power. And what's the reason behind this huge pump? Well, it's because of Chainlink. Nobody expected them. They did talk about oracles in the past. I remember seeing a tweet from them, but nobody expected them to actually use the oracles of Chainlink as their solution, right? So yeah, I mean, it just shows you here. So scaling Keep3r with Chainlink, that's what they're going to be doing. So yeah, for anyone that didn't understand, that didn't expect Keep3r to do so well, I mean, you can see it now, right? Keep3r has done extremely well. Will it go higher? It's possible. We've seen Wi-Fi Yearn Finance, it has pumped quite significantly before, right? I think it was like 48k on Binance. Or not on Binance when they went on Coinbase. So could Keep3rV1 be listed on Coinbase too? It's very possible, right? Nobody expected this Chainlink announcement, so was them to be stopped from listing on Huobi or Coinbase too. If they do that, then you could expect a $1,000 Keep3r. It's not out of the question, right? Will we see a pullback? Yeah, very possible, right? We could see a pullback to like 350, 340 because it pumped quite a lot, but due to the hype and people are gonna sell. But when they pump, they're gonna pump hard, so we could expect 1k. That's it from today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.